We're back with Fallout New Vegas. Alright. I'm about to help the Brotherhood. About to reestablish contact with my Eastern Brotherhood allies. Get a fortified area. Whatever the fuck. Set up. Alright, the Lorenzo Cabot is gonna check out my shit, so I'm gonna go help out the Brotherhood dude.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess.
You alright, buddy?
Name's Harden.
Everything looks fucked up.
Chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter
Are you wearing
is in trouble,
T60?
and he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
That shouldn't have been built yet. How should I trust you? Plenty of outcasts out east were problems for the Brotherhood.
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself.
I guess you're
So
right.
are you willing to listen?
Go ahead, Paladin.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown.
That's why you don't know
No
I'm
one
from
goes
the
out
east.
except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who are outside when the
Definitely don't
lockdown
know
was
I'm from the
initiated
east
are
then.
forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
What about Veronica, that companion out here?
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
You don't even have eyes for this situation. Suppose you nominate yourself, Paladin?
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter. And have more combat experience than any two others here put together.
Well, it's not me.
I'd gladly support another candidate.
I have more
but no
combat
one has
experience than
courage
10
to
of you put
step
together.
forward and make the attempt. So it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path. If I could just assume leadership.
I might take over this chapter. Hell, I defeated an entire enclave military base on my own, essentially. You try bringing it up with the Elder? Maybe you can get them the lockdown if you've got so much sway there, Paladin.
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
How would you propose to do this, Paladin?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself.
Everyone
In
does.
short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me.
Ibsen.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information.
Not really. I need a data store fixed.
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis.
Okay.
Tired, Ibsen.
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Veronica.
Bunker information. Well, they're breathing out his mouth. Hey, if y'all checked out, shout out to the guy who thought I was playing Fallout New Vegas multiplayer for some reason. He's not watching the series, but I just find it funny as fuck. That on one of the shorts he commented that. I have no clue how you could make that assumption. Jesus, this bunker's layout is fucking bananas. Well, before we do all this and decide to go to war with the Brotherhood internally,
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely.
that's great.
You impressed Elder
I lead an
Meghamar,
entire
obviously.
Eastern chapter.
He must believe that you'd be very useful.
Yeah, because he knows I lead an Eastern chapter.
So you've been talking to Harden, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started.
Is that so?
Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store.
Tell you what happened at Helios.
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who is Elijah? I've been hearing a lot about him.
Who was Elijah, more like?
Alright.
He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off.
Nutty.
Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past.
I know
But
what the
Elijah
mission is,
wanted
huh?
more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
So you're head of security.
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
What exactly are the rules? This bunker doesn't seem like anything I saw out east.
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
Jesus.
Bye.
Go, 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 go. Real, my dehydration level has increased. Dehydration, bro. I flirted with the idea multiple times of turning off hardcore mode. One of these days I will actually fucking do it. Big Mountain, wish you were a science experiment. Oh boy. Fuck the NCR. Bitch ass niggas. Knockout targets. What if you think my FOV isn't 90 anymore? Wait, what the fuck did I just type? That feels so... whatever. Holy... Who is just unloading? You just shooting citizens? Huh.
Well, that's the end of that.
Hey there. Need anything?
Can't really teach him to farm if you killed all of them.
Hey,
But,
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City.
Well,
The NCR.
there goes those guys. Underpass citizens were just slaughtered like animals. Substation. Hey, wasters. What are y'all doing out here?
Prim has a new sheriff.
Again, could you not have a fucking seizure? Jesus. Legionaries. Hostiale terminada. Well, good thing I have a high power rifle and blew those fuckers away. The fuck was that? Whatever. Keep moving. We're getting shelled. Holy Jesus. That's an on-time artillery barrage. Nice. Close quarters. You know what? I haven't used the plasma. Oh, there's a reason why I haven't used plasma weapons. Maybe because of this. Yep. Still a problem, I say. That's why I didn't grab better criticals, because every time I used the plasma weapon, everything would explode. Oh boy. It isn't going away. Which is why I opted not to use plasma-based weaponry. Landmine! Jeez, what's wrong with you? Energy cells. The fuck is working on energy cells in a place like this? Geronimo! Catch! Did you catch it? Yeah, whatever. Ah, shotgun with realistic, effective ranges. Where the hell could this lead? As far as I know, there's nothing on the other side of this area. Outside, we already wiped out one Legion before. Oh. Right, the tunnel went out. Oh, you're fucking.
It's over.
It's over. Barely, motherfucking Deathclaws out here. We're going back to Nellis, don't worry. Just give me a couple seconds to find out what the hell's going on out here. It's Bitter Springs, isn't it? Yeah. What the hell's all this stuff? Oh. More Deathclaws, huh? Nice work, Boone. Put a couple rounds in his head. Ah, my favorite. Fucking invisible walls. Night Stalker Cave, huh? Bloodborne Cave, huh? I thought that never came to PC. Terrible joke. Fuck is this, sulfur? Cage. We're not the first people to be here. Oh my god, we'll probably be the last. Can't grab it, but it's up there. It's an axe. As an X marks the spot. Cash stash. Modern too, not old. What the hell? Veronica looks cute in her small ass power armor. Night Stalkers. Legion, huh? Looks like one of the only ones out here in Better Springs. What the hell are you? Quite a large one, I will say. Dino toy. It's a legendary creature. What's up there? I remember there being a route to jump up here. Looks like an exit. Oh my god, look outside your window, there's a fucking nuclear missile coming in. Oh my god, Prudent did it. It's false alarm. Night Stalkers, huh? Right. Between the fiends and the motherfucking... What the fuck is their name? Man, I should have got a mod to modify this. Why did I not get a mod to modify this? Hydration. Between the fiends and the damn followers of Apocalypse shooting the underpass citizens. Those fuckers are never gonna break. Field shack, that's great, I don't care. How you doing, Waster?
Whoa there, pal.
You are dark
better
as
slow
fuck.
down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory.
Boomer
Now
territory.
that I've got your attention,
Okay, Boomer.
might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's
Life's
well
a
worth the
beach.
investment.
Nice hat. Thanks for the warning. What's going on past those signs?
Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the Boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat.
It's funny, you could come here pretty like any time in the game, so there's no mention of Boomer unless you're doing like the main quest. That's it. They're never mentioned anywhere else. Thanks for the warning, but I'm leaving.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, that's great, bro. I'm blowing past you. Doubt these fuckers could hit the broadside of a barn. Looks like they can't hit the outside of the barn. That's it. Couple of piss-ass mortars.
Hold it right there. Don't you move.
You look like a
How
fence.
the hell did you survive that bombardment?
I didn't. I went through that all to listen to your stupid questions.
Are you even human? Some kind of mutant?
Honestly, at this
Move a
point,
muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
that wouldn't kill me. We move this along. I don't got time to be talking to a guy with a rocket launcher who thinks he can kill me.
I said stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Who? Master at Arms.
I oversee the security of the
This
Nellis
is a
homeland.
military outpost?
From the coordination of its defense to the training and fitness of its population.
The fact that we're having this conversation means you failed, right?
I wasn't the one firing the howitzers. If you want to see how good I am at killing savages, I can show you.
This entire
Or you
air
can
base
accept
should be
Mother Pearl's
leveled.
invitation. It's your choice.
Who's Mother Pearl?
As I said, she is our eldest. Mother Pearl has lived at Nellis from the start, and has the wisdom of her age. She said that this day would come, and that any savage to reach our gate should be brought to her.
Alright, lead the way.
Follow close, and mind your behavior.
Yeah, I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Hello?
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you?
Not really.
I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
Like a prophecy? Oh, great. A bunch of fucking crazies.
Prophecy? Do we look like a bunch of religious idiots?
Yeah.
I just hoped a savage, outsider, sorry, would make it to our gates before one of those armies out there comes knocking. That's right, child. Mother Pearl knows a storm is gathering. Times are changing. Maybe time for us to change a little too.
Well, at least not backwards. I might be of assistance. They got artillery. I could use that for independent Vegas. I mean, helping the NCR.
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
How can we trust each other if we keeping secrets, you head ass? You already shot artillery shells at me. I'm one stone throw away from dropping a beacon and having this place orbitally bombarded.
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Great. Where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems.
Oh,
My youngers
boy.
can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem.
Bugs.
Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to.
I can do that.
And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. How is your visit with us going, sir?
Garbage.
Goodbye.
Well. Who the hell are you?
I like you big mutants.
Thank you for saying that to Lily.
Hey,
Sorry, no time to talk, outsider.
This is a hell of an airfield. Looks like the one the Enclave had. Control tower. ATC. Something like this is still operational.
I like you big mutants. You're easy to sight.
Sorry, no time to talk, outsider.
What in the goddamn? Well, didn't realize they had a bunker system installed. Detention center too. Estimating. That's it. Huh. Hello? Activities. Nice. Holy. It's an armory. Ain't that something? We don't need any of it. Good to know. High-grade munition supplies at the ATC tower. Damn, how the fuck you gonna leave the kitchen door locked? 200 years and you fuckers ain't moved it?
I've got my sights on you, outsider. I don't have anything to say to you, outsider.
Damn.
Sorry, no time to talk, outsider.
You wear like leather chaps on. What is this? Oh, it's the garage.
I don't think you should be here.
I've got my sights on you, outsider.
This is the tower.
I'd keep moving if I was you.
Huh. It's the engineering hall.
Keep your distance, soldier.
I like that. He said keep your distance, soldier. Okay. Engineering pit, huh? Not what I was expecting. Ooh, jumpsuits. Take one of those hats. Those nice hats. One of those cameras are actually operational, feeding information somewhere.
Evening. I like you big mutants. You're easy to sight.
Yeah, for an ATC tower, do they actually have any coordination going on in this place? Huh.
I don't think you should be here.
Alright. Nothing really to see in here, but nice building. Yeah. ATC tower. A lot going on there. Oh. Hold it. Pearl's barracks.
Idle thumbs tend to get blown off around here. Get moving.
Nice uniform, Doc.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
I'm gonna make myself useful, Ducky.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape.
I have extensive medical knowledge.
If what you say is true...
Combination of natural herbs, bandages, and disinfecting, you're able to clean the wounds and boost the patient's immune system.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
Yeah, because I'm not a retard. Severely injured, swelling on his face, negative finger with his breathing. You sure how to treat him? Carefully considering the treatment options, you the patient's mainly having a strong allergic reaction by cleaning all wounds with ant venom and administering steroid compound. You reduce the swelling, the patient's breathing back to normal.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you.
Learn a lot more from me, you brain dead. Amputation, damn. But it can be saved. You carefully remove the existing stitches, clean them thoroughly, restitch the runs. It's going to be a much more effective procedure.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, outsider?
I finished treating your patients. You can't even do the most basic of medical procedures.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages.
You're probably using basic military triage. Not exactly most effective when you need critical surgery. These fuckers got pit bulls.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Eager? Not really. I'd like to hear it.
Wonderful.
I could spare some time.
Excellent. Imagine... Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade.
I'll mark it away.
We left and wandered the waste. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
Those are questions. Why'd they leave the safety of the vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34.
I've been there.
In our vault,
It's a
everyone
hellhole.
had guns. But the Overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while. And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know?
I'm surprised now it's empty.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive.
Interesting.
The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
The people had brought Geiger counters when you're pit boys.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
How you survived, totally cut off from the world.
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
Soy, I can't say it.
Indeed we do. Very impressive. Anything else you want to know?
What the howitzers doing at an Air Force base? Well,
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here.
interesting.
It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis. And it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our
Area
homeland.
2, huh? What's that? Remind me to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
Let's now teach your people how to fly. You got VR sims here?
Once we restore power, we learn that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality
Elaborate
simulators.
chairs.
We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We use them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators.
Yes, the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else?
How'd you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base with magazine articles, photographs.
I like that his
a map
outfit
even.
is big. Some
It
guy,
seems
not
that
some
a
guy.
bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind,
Somebody.
crashed in Lake Mead on
He's the
July
motherfucker on the gun
21st,
network. Does a really good job with stuff.
1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we have...
Get attached ballast to the plane and haul it for new repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's... I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice.
You really should learn how to throw your voice. I have to go now.
Don't get blown...
Wow, look at
A
that.
bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before?
You're damn right, it's just like the Brotherhood. Except for somehow I think people aren't as retarded.
Sorry, no time to talk, Hudson.
Shut up,
I
you
hope
fool.
Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
I know. She's kind of stupid. This place seems very conquerable. If I wipe all of you out, we'll have a strategic military outpost.
If that's so, how about you look
Single-handedly
into repairing
out-
the solar arrays on the roof of the... Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bone. You can't miss the array.
That's the place called Helios 1.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? If they've got the parts, bring them...
Damn bright light. Yeah, talk about savages, alright. Engineer Rochambeau.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you.
That's pretty good.
These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
I will. Yeah, bug problem.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest.
Fuckers are everywhere.
I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle.
Yeah,
But
your
if you
team
want to
seems
kill those
retarded.
ants and switch...
I can handle a few ants. It's literally a joke.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing.
I've killed entire
the ants
queens
must
in
be
this.
eating gunpowder. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against...
Like Loyal. No, I'm gonna repair your solar arrays. Also gonna single-handedly wipe out the fucking ants.
You should get out of my face before you get yourself hurt.
I will blow your skull
What is it, outsider?
straight back to hell.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the
Sonic
trick,
emitter array.
but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency.
Any single over 20,200 hertz gotta kill him.
Hot damn, you're right. It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you
22,000.
look. Just so happens I was
People are
testing it at
dumber than you are.
24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no...
24,000 is not nearly enough to make someone sick, by the way. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Hello.
Ants misbehaving. Like he's like, I was testing it at a massive fucking hertz. And hit tab. Really? Millis hangers. Oh wow, they actually put that marker so you don't have to walk 14,000 areas. My favorite bit.
Hello?
What is this? There's a diner?
I don't know how you survived the bombardment.
Hey there, need anything?
Like to see your ways, Lieutenant. Bullet necklace. Oh, it's a bar.
That's incredible.
At least someone acknowledged how it's incredible I am.
I don't know how you survived the bombardment.
This ain't a pussy. Literally. That easy. Fuckers think I'm Russian. No, I'm a Ukrainian in the Donbass region. You literally can't kill me. No matter how hard you fucking try. Good God.